Hi, I'm Kathleen. I created a Boston Marathon cutoff predictor by analyzing a large data set of marathon times from the current year to predict what the cutoff will be. If you're unfamiliar with the Boston Marathon process, I've included a few FAQs down at the bottom, but essentially all you need to know is that in order to run the Boston Marathon, you need to run a different marathon and you have to meet a standard time. And that standard time is based on your age and gender. And then once you hit that standard, you can apply for the Boston Marathon, and the BAA, the Boston Athletic Association, will take your finish time and then find the difference between that and your standard time, and that's considered your buffer time. And so they'll take the people with the largest buffer and order them all the way to the slowest. And then when they're filling the field, they'll take the fastest people and they'll keep filling up the field until they hit probably around the 24,000th person. And then whatever that person's buffer time is, that is going to be the cutoff time. So anyone with a buffer smaller than that value, despite hitting the standard, despite qualifying for Boston, they are not accepted to the Boston Marathon. So this cutoff time is a topic of conversation in the running community, and I set out to analyze real world data because it is publicly available. So I wanted to analyze the time and see if I could predict what the cutoff time will be. So I predicted that 73% of applicants will get entry, and that cutoff time will be 5 minutes and 57 seconds below the standard. If you are curious and want to play around with it yourself, you can enter your own percentage and see what the cutoff time will be. So for example, if you enter 100, everyone gets accepted, everyone's happy. The cutoff time will be 0 because you don't need a buffer. As long as you hit the standard, you're accepted. And then you can also verify if you enter 73, the result 557, that's what I predicted. Now you may be wondering, what is my qualifying standard? That is a good question. I have a page where you can find that out for yourself, enter your gender identity and your age group. And then for me, for example, the qualifying standard is 3 hours, 25 minutes, which is 7:49 minutes per mile. And then also factoring in my predicted cutoff time, I would need to run a 3:19:03 marathon in order to predictably qualify and be accepted to the Boston Marathon for next year. But I could also check in a few years, what standard will I need to meet? 3:30. And then finally, just a little about me. Professionally, I work with data every day. I really do enjoy working with SQL. And then outside of work, I like to run. It's a hobby that my husband and I both share. I run 6 full marathons, and I included a photo from each one. I have not run Boston yet, but that is a huge goal of mine, and I hope to get there one day. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm Kathleen Rooney. This is CS50.